Hi, and welcome to another installment of Stretch Your Sketch class, a class hosted by Two Peas in a Bucket. I'm Jen Gallacher, the garden girl teaching this particular class. This is the 7th installment, and this is the sketch we're going to be using. And one of the first things we're going to do is stretch the sketch by shrinking it to an 8.5 by 11 design. And I'm going to be using a lot of Echo Park paper today from the Country Drive collection. I like paper that is both double-sided and has a lot of neutral colors on it. Now in the sketch, it's one solid piece of pattern paper, but the fun thing about stretching your sketch is that you can use whatever different pattern papers you like, whatever you want to dress up your page. So again, this is Echo Park pattern paper. And this bottom piece is as well, and I've pre-cut these pieces so that we can get through this class a little bit more quickly. This is my journaling block, and one way to stretch your sketch is to put your journaling block on a unique shape. This is a die cut shape by Tim Holtz. It will cut in a Cuttlebug machine, in a Sizzix die cut machine, in a Revolution, so whatever die cut system you have that will cut thick dies, then it will work in there. So this border paper, also Echo Park paper, you can often buy a collection kit from a manufacturer or buy papers within a collection, and it's very quick and easy to match your colors. So I'm going to go ahead and build the base of this particular layout. Okay, so I've added some pieces. I added the pink pattern paper. I added the 2 photo corners. This is a circle cut in half, and I pierced 2 holes and added 2 epoxy rose brads. I like brads when I'm attaching things like twine, and I'll show you why. On this particular sketch, I have some lines that I wanted to hang things from. You can use twine, baker's twine, ribbon. You could do cardstock, you could do wire, lots of options. I'm going to be using twine today. So the reason why I like brads is that when you're attaching twine, you just wrap the twine around it several times, and that works really well. Now for this particular design, I have 2 lines I want to do on this version. So what I'm going to do is start threading pieces on to the twine. And I love, love, love these little teeny wooden bobbins. Okay, so I'll show you how I've threaded things on. First I did a bobbin. These are chipboard banner pieces from Jenny Bolin. This is another bobbin, then 2 chipboard pieces by Jenny Bolin, and then another bobbin. And then I want this to be a little bit looser than the original line. So again, it's really easy, just wrap it around several times, and then you can leave it out like that or you can trim it. So matching the sketch, instead of 3 photos, large photos, I did 3 banners. Okay, let's add some photos to the banners, and I have pre-printed photos on printer paper, and these are quite small. They are about 1 1/4 wide by 1 3/4 tall. And I print from home on a Canon printer. I like printing from home because then I print what I want, but you can also go to a print store or a photo developer and request photos printed in the same size or about the same size. Now this is a banner piece of pattern paper that I have cut, and I am going to actually attach it to the top banner because I think that's kind of fun to do things a little bit differently. And this one I'm going to attach to the top of the twine rather than thread it. So it gives the illusion that it's a banner, but it's not. Okay, so let's embellish a little bit more. I love these stickers by Simple Stories. On this sticker sheet, I have already pulled off the sunshine. Love, love, love the little sunshine. Weather icons are super, super hot right now. Also from this sticker set, I've pulled off a cloud, and I love the look of items that have adhesive foam squares or foam dots or foam strips on the back, because when it's done it creates a shadow on your page and it just looks really nice. Here's a button that I've threaded and knotted into a bow with twine, and I love adding little accents to my stickers. You could do pearls, you could do gems, whatever you want. I want to dress up this little banner. So I have some brads that I'm going to use from Doodlebug, and I just want to make sure poking what I want to poke. I invested in a paper piercer. I love it. I use it a lot. It's a must-have tool in my arsenal of scrapbook supplies. These particular brads have a little bit of bling to them. It's hard to see on the camera, but they have a teensy bit of glitter inside them. There's a lot of ways that you can add bling to your projects. You can use glitter, you can use jewels, you can use shimmer and shine, and so today I'm just going to add some fun little brads. Alright, to dress up the banner just a little bit more, I am going to use, and if you notice when I turned it over, they're loose. These banners are loose, but I think that makes it fun to have some movement on your page. So I have some teeny little banner stickers that I'm going to go ahead and add again on top of the twine, because sometimes the layering is what makes it interesting. If you do everything on one layer, the layout ends up looking really, really flat. So I like to do things on top and things on bottom, and I'm pretty particular about where things go, as you can see. This is a label sticker from that same Simple Stories. It was a great color palette because everything had a washed out creamy tan, and I will put my date here. I'm going to go ahead and add a title with some foam stickers that I have onto this cloud, and I need an S. I like changing things up. I like things that are pre-made. It just makes things go quickly, and who has a lot of time to do things? And so I like to use stickers. I love die cuts. We'll add a little period right here, and I'll show you up close what it looks like. So let's look at the original sketch again and see how we've stretched it. So instead of a 12 by 12, I have an 8.5 by 11. Instead of a solid piece of background paper, I've added pattern paper, and just by changing the pattern paper you can do lots of different colors and switch it up and things like that. The title I moved up top to the cloud. I added a die cut shape for the journaling block, and instead of just square or rectangular photos, I actually used chipboard banners. So lots of ways to stretch your sketch. For a downloadable PDF with the complete instructions and photos and the supply list, visit 2peasinabucket.com in our free classes events section.